How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Blake Check. If you're new to the channel, my name is Blake. It's nice to meet you. If you're interested in learning about my perspective and insight as an early EV adopter, feel free to browse the rest of the channel and subscribe. Today, I'm going to review the top 10 EVs of 2022. Now, before we get started, here are some ground rules. First, this one's easy. The car must be available to buy and take delivery of here in the US as of 2022. I live in the US. This is my list of opinions, so I'm looking at US-based EVs. And rule number 2, I need to have seen the car in person and up close. I like to base my opinions on my first-hand experiences, and I think everyone else should do the same. That's it. Let's get started. Number 10 is the 2022 Porsche Taycan GTS Sport Turismo. The Taycan, which this electric wagon is based on, has been on the scene for just over 2 years and in that time has made a reputation for itself as an elegant alternative to the Tesla Model S. Last year, Porsche rolled out a hatchback version of the Taycan which adds some extra practicality. The GTS Sport Turismo is powered by 2 AC permanent synchronous motors and a 93.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack which combined with launch control gets it to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. The GTS Sport Turismo starts at $136,000 US before options, and it has a range of just 233 miles, which is why, despite its beautiful design and impressive performance specs, it lands at the 10th place on my list. Number 9 on my list is the 2022 Audi E-Tron GT. The Audi E-Tron GT is the brother car to the aforementioned Taycan. Both electric sedans come from Volkswagen Auto Group and share the same platform. The e-tron GT offers most if not all of the benefits that make the Taycan so compelling, but does so in a package that in my opinion is much more aesthetically pleasing. The base e-tron GT has a 0 to 60 time of 3.9 seconds, a range of 236 miles, and a starting price of $104,900 US, which lands it at 9th place on my list. Number 8 on the list is the Lucid Air Grand Touring. Lucid is an electric vehicle startup based in Newark, California. Their first EV offering is an electric luxury sedan known as the Air. The Air was touted as the Bentley of EVs, offering high-end luxury materials and superior quality to the popular Tesla Model S. The Air Grand Touring starts at $154,000 US, has a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds, and has an EPA estimated range of 516 miles, making it the longest range EV on the market. While the GT is currently the most readily available and best value Air, it is not the top tier variant. The Air also comes in a Dream Edition, which has 520 miles of range, a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 to 2.7 seconds, and a starting price of $169,000 US. But this variant is rare and reservations are currently closed. Lucid also recently announced a new top trim with even more impressive specs and an even higher price tag known as the Air Sapphire, which is estimated to begin making deliveries next year. The Lucid Air Grand Touring earns the 8th spot on my list because I'm personally not a fan of the rear-end design, the interior build quality does not meet the touted high-end luxury expectations, and it's a little too expensive considering what you're getting for the money. That said, this EV shows promise as it's still in its production infancy and raises the bar for efficiency, range, and capability. Number 7 on the list is the Tesla Model 3 Performance. I'm sure it comes as no surprise that this EV made my list since it's my dream car and my daily driver. The Tesla Model 3 was debuted as Tesla's more affordable alternative to their flagship Model S in 2017. It was initially announced that the Model 3 would have a starting price of around $35,000 US, but very few new Model 3s were ever sold to consumers at that price. Today, the base Model 3 starts at $46,990 US, and the performance variant starts at $62,990. With that, you get a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds, a range of 315 miles, upgraded wheels, performance brakes, a carbon fiber spoiler, and aluminum pedals. Additionally, the Model 3 Performance is currently the only Tesla that has the coveted track mode, which allows users to fully customize their driving experience and monitor sport driving metrics on the track. But that's soon to change, as it has been confirmed that track mode is coming to other Teslas. The design of the Model 3 is a bit lackluster to some, but I love the minimalist aesthetic. The Model 3 is the second best-selling EV on the market because it delivers so much in such a small and relatively affordable package. It's the perfect car for me, but I recognize that most consumers nowadays prefer the practicality of an SUV, which is why the Model 3 Performance lands at number 7. Number 6 and 5 on the list are the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5, respectively. And yes, that's actually just a coincidence. These two are also coincidentally built on the same platform, have similar range, performance, practicality, and price tags. To some, the design of the Ioniq 5 can be a bit too unique, but I like it. That's why it earns 5th place on my list. Coming in at number 4 is the Tesla Model S Plaid. The Tesla Model S received a design update in 2021 which brought new fog lights, new tail lights, widened rear fender arches, the controversial yoke in place of a steering wheel, a gloss black rear diffuser, a horizontally oriented center screen, improved software, and most famously, increased acceleration. The refreshed Tesla Model S now comes in 2 configurations, the dual-motor long-range variant and the tri-motor Plaid, which have an EPA estimated range of 405 and 396 miles respectively. The Plaid is capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, making it the second quickest production car on the market, with the exception of the $2 million limited production Rimac Nevera. The current starting price for the Model S Plaid is $135,990 US. While the Model S Plaid is the best electric sedan on this list, it earns 4th place because it isn't as practical as the well-rounded utility vehicles which steal the top 3 spots. Before I share the top 3, I just want to thank everybody for watching this far into the video. If you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and tap the like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future EV-related content. Number 3 on my list is the Rivian R1T Launch Edition. Rivian is an electric vehicle startup based in Irvine, California. Actually, about a year ago, I went to their headquarters uninvited and got kicked out. Check out the video linked in the top right-hand corner of your screen or in the description below to see how that went. Anyways, the R1T is Rivian's first EV offering. It's a fully electric pickup that starts at $73,000 US. The launch edition version of the R1T has an EPA estimated range of 314 miles and an impressive 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds, making it as quick if not quicker than my Model 3 Performance. Additionally, this electric pickup truck can tow up to 11,000 pounds and has a load capacity of 1,760 pounds. The R1T Launch Edition has 4 electric motors, 1 per wheel, which are not only responsible for its mind-numbing acceleration, but also make it extremely capable off-road. The R1T has a surprisingly luxurious interior with a ton of adventure-oriented accessories meant to cater to an outdoorsy audience. The R1T is the electric Swiss Army knife of the automotive market, and it rightfully earns the number 3 spot on this list. Gliding into number 2 is none other than the Tesla Model X Plaid. Like the Model S, the Model X received a design update in 2021 which modernized the interior and made the exterior more reminiscent of the rest of Tesla's lineup. The Tesla Model X also comes in 2 variants, a dual-motor long-range, which starts at $120,990 US and has an EPA estimated range of 348 miles, and a tri-motor Plaid, which starts at $138,990 and has an EPA estimated range of 333 miles. The Plaid has a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds, making it the quickest production SUV on the market. The Model X Plaid earned 2nd place on this list because of its class-leading practicality and infamous falcon wing doors. But it falls short of the 1st place on this list because it's still way too expensive for the average consumer. And finally, the number 1 spot on this list goes to the Tesla Model Y Long Range. The Tesla Model Y Long Range is the total package of luxury, performance, technology, practicality, convenience, and affordability. For the few of you who don't know, the Model Y is the SUV version of the Tesla Model 3. The long-range variant starts at $65,990 US, has an EPA estimated range of 330 miles, has one of the largest rear cargo storage areas in its segment, has a 7-seater option, and, with the optional acceleration boost, can reach 60 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Blake, why would you give the top spot to the long-range trim instead of the Model Y Performance, which has a quicker acceleration of 3.5 seconds to 60? I'll tell you why. The long range with the 7-seater configuration and with the acceleration boost is just more well-rounded and versatile in my opinion. The Model Y is not only the best-selling EV on the market, but also the 5th best-selling out of all the SUVs in the country. Tesla is reportedly on track to deliver 760,000 Model Ys by the end of this year, meaning that this electric SUV could very well soon be the best-selling car in the world. Before I close, the 3 EV honorable mentions that didn't make this list are the Rivian R1S, which is the SUV version of the R1T that I have yet to get my hands on, the Hummer EV, which is awesome but extremely expensive and inefficient, and the Genesis GV60, which is essentially a more expensive version of the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6. That concludes the top 10 EVs of 2022. Let me know in the comment section below, were there any EVs I left out that you think belong on the list? Be sure to like this video if you found it entertaining and subscribe to the channel for more. But that's all I've got for you for now. Thanks for watching. This has been Blake Check, and that's a wrap.